Hey everyone, I have a little video that I wanted to make. A good portion of you know now that I am back in Arizona because things did not work out well at what I thought was my home, and it clearly wasn't anymore. So I left, and one of my and this was only over the course of maybe like 2 months, and the more and more that I thought about it, I realized that I shouldn't have gone anyway. It was a big mistake coming back. I really, don't get me wrong, I really did have some good memories with the people that I hung out with there, and you know who you are. I appreciate you a lot. You know, you guys are my best friends, and I never trade you guys for anything. But I just had to leave because I won't get into details, because what happened in my dad's house should stay in my dad's house, and I came here to get away from that and not dwell on it. So basically, ever since the divorce back in, well, what was it, like 2017, 2016, almost 5 years ago now, probably over 5 years maybe, I don't almost 5 years, not yet, but ever since then he's just kind of changed, and he just isn't the person that he used to be. And you know, my parents were definitely soft on me as a kid, but when I got to Arizona, I changed that up real quick, and I guess he just didn't see that, so he just kind of gave himself an excuse to be, for lack of a better word, an asshole to me. So that is why I left, because he just, I don't know, he just doesn't see me for who I am, not like most of you do. So I am cutting contact with my dad, and some of you may agree or disagree. I don't really care. I have made up my mind, and I've heard other people's opinions about it, and I seriously have thought about it, but I just don't see him changing, you know, just because, or out of the blue one day. So he, you know, me and my dad have been through this before, and I did think that he changed. He sounded a lot different on the phone when I was here before I moved back to Washington, and when I got there, he just wasn't. He was the same, or sometimes even worse. And I gave him an option to you know, change and make himself better, and hopefully next time we see each other he will be more inviting, and I guess more mature, because what him and his wife did is just again, I don't want to get into specifics, but it was just so weird staying there. And he, you know, he threw me out one night without warning, without notice. But I think everyone can agree I've been a good kid my whole life. I've been a good person, and I take care of my mom, and I love her very deeply, and I've always loved and, you know, treated the people around me with respect. So when my dad says that I don't, it just kind of doesn't make me think that my dad is there. It's someone else, and he is treating me like someone else, because I don't know, he's just not the same person he used to be, and not in a good way. So I just think that I need a break from him and everything that he is, because right now he is just a negative influence and impact on my life, and I just need to be away from him and do my own thing like I was doing before. But this time I realized my mistake, and my mistake was leaving here, Arizona, in the first place, because I never should have left. I never should have left my mom. She needs me, and even though, you know, certain people didn't think that it was right for me to be taking care of my mom and you know, they think that she's an adult and she can take care of herself. Well, no, she can. No, she can. She can to a certain extent, but I don't. Like I said, I love my mom very deeply, and I just can't stand the fact of her, you know, living in a house alone where all this terrible shit happened to us, and now she's just suffering there alone. So that's why I came back. And you know, some other people have brought up that I've been running away from my problems, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. When I first left Washington, I was leaving for new beginnings, and you know, just things in general just did not go our way, and I tried and tried and tried. I lived here for over a year, and I tried and nothing went my way. So, you know, Dad had an open door, and I wanted to see my friends again, so I left there. I left here, and you know, what happened, and I left this time because it was a mistake leaving Arizona the first time, and I already have a job set up. My previous job welcomed me back with open arms, so I start there again on Wednesday in 4 days. So that will be that's nice to know. As for the future, I've said this like so many times now in these videos where like I'm gonna start streaming again, I'm gonna start making music, but like I said, like life just hasn't been treating us nicely. So I will not make any promises this time or say anything that could lead to a conclusion in the future. So yeah, I will just say that I have plans and I am working them out, and I hope that they go well this time, because that would be nice if something actually went well. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I guess I could say some things that, you know, I've been doing lately to keep distracted from everything. I picked up guitar, and I've been practicing that as much as I can. You know, living at my dad's house was kind of tough, and working and you know, dealing with that wasn't really optimal for me to be playing music like that. One of my buddies of mine in Washington had like this homemade go-kart that was like super cool, and I posted a video of it on Instagram, and I'll probably post one on Facebook sometime today. But yeah, it was like super fun, and we went up above Wilkeson, and well, you know, by the ovens of Wilkeson on that long road, and we took turns riding it. But that was super fun, and I might end up, you know, depending on what kind of house or apartment, definitely not apartment, you know, what kind of house my mom and I get next, whenever that will be. Hopefully it'll have like a garage or something, because after that I would seriously love to start building one myself. That would be fun. But yeah, but for the immediate future, I will just be saving money and playing the guitar. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. I've kind of said everything. It's been tough lately, trying to, you know, coming from Arizona and then thinking you're gonna go home to you know, to your immediate family, i.e. my dad and stepmom, and then just to have it all crumble down into little pieces just kind of sucks. And but I suppose I'll say what I did. So let's see, like July 31st, if it's August, yeah, it's August. Yeah, like July 31st, I wrote in this notebook about like what my dad has been doing to me and how he's been treating me and how it's been kind of you know, unfair and uncalled for. And when I wrote that at the time, he was in Vegas, so and it's really hard not to get into the specifics of what he was doing, but I really don't want to, so I don't taint the view of him to like the family that'll be watching this. You know, he can say whatever he wants to you guys, but I won't. And then, you know, like a couple nights later, the night that I actually went to go karting with my friend, I come back home, and then he kicks me out just there on the spot. And so then my grandma comes and picks me up, and I stay with her until I flew back here to Arizona yesterday. So I was there for 3 or 4 days. But I guess if anything good came out of that, I just kind of, I don't know. It's it's kind of like man, it's just weird because you go to someone expecting something and then they just turn into someone else, and it just sucks when that happens, especially multiple times over again. And I left the notebook with the intention of flying out on, you know, yesterday or Friday and just not telling my dad at all about it, because at that point I didn't think that he deserved to even know. And a part of me, you know, was kind of glad that we did eventually talk it out after he did kick me out, because he came over to my grandma's one night and we talked it out, but it just didn't go anywhere. He's just so I don't know. He just I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to say anything too personal between us, because that's between us, and I keep saying that, so I'll just end it before I do. So yeah, I'll just be working and hanging out with my mom until something else comes about. So yeah, I have ideas and goals that I would like to complete that kind of already went over with the guitar and the go-kart, and I think hiking would be cool, but I don't know, man, it's too hot here for that. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. I love all of you guys, especially the ones who helped me out while I was down there. I cannot thank any of you enough, and I'll be you know, here in Arizona working at moving somewhere else. So yeah, bye.